Hey, Pointe-Claire. This week I did something I would have preferred not to do. I used my veto power as mayor under Section 53 of the Towns and Cities Act to temporarily block a resolution from City Council. The resolution was the initiative of Councillors Stork, Cowan and Thorstad-Cullen. It would have created a new communications committee, which the latter two would co-chair. Its purpose would be to, and I quote, establish certain capacities of supervision over official communications by elected officials in order to, and I quote again, avoid misinforming the public through deficient communication, in particular through erroneous or partisan content. The committee's mandate was vague and open to subjective interpretation, to say the least. In practice, it would give its co-chairs the power to control and censor public communications by myself, other council members, and our city staff, including our city manager and communications director. This measure is without precedent in our city and outside the norm in the province of Quebec. Unfortunately, it's part of a disturbing trend. I ran on a platform of greater transparency and communications with citizens. This has meant more open council meetings with longer question periods, greater media access, a monthly mayor's message, and pushing for more major decisions like the inclusion of Cadillac Fairview's parking lot in a development freeze to be made and debated in the open, not behind closed doors. Some council members or some members of council have opposed this, using their majority to try to bring back the restrictions on council meetings and eliminating both the mayor's message and the publishing of city notices in a local newspaper, as has been done by the past several mayors. Some of these councillors communicate frequently, but do so primarily on social media discussion groups that are private and moderated to remove participants and comments they disagree with. While I believe that they should be able to freely communicate in the way they see fit, I don't believe this method can be an acceptable replacement for public information on platforms that are accessible to all, like our city website, Facebook page, and local papers. I encourage all Pointe-Claire citizens to review all of our public communications as a city since I have been in office to see if my staff and myself have in any way misinformed the citizen. If anything, misinformation has been prevented by timely responses from our staff, such as our planning department's clarification to citizens that our city did not have the legal powers to impose a comprehensive development plan on Cadillac Fairview. This resolution goes against core principles of free speech and democracy. It is condemnation of both myself and our city staff that would prevent us from doing the job we were meant to do. That is why I oppose it and hope you will too. Thanks, Pointe-Claire.